Welcome back. It is Tuesday the 27th of January and I'm back in my favourite place, the front bedroom. Now what I did earlier is I did take off that little bit of wooden batten that I had on that plasterboard. As you can see, the damage is pretty minor, so not worried about that. Plaster will be able to skim over that. What we're going to do today is cut out this piece here and put that on with some plasterboard foam. Going to measure along the wall for our sockets. Mark the sockets there, there, there and there. Have a bit of a tidy up because it's become a bit of a mess in here again, like it does every couple of days. And yeah, make some more progress. Right, so I have dry fitted, I've cut that bit. It was 26 centimeters, 260 mil wide, 79 high. And as you can see, it's bang on where it needs to be. So now it's time to take it off. I've also put the packers underneath so it's the right height, so I can leave them there. Now it's time to stick some foam on it and get it attached to the wall. Let's do that. Right, so this is my pretty bead of foam. Pretty neat. Got to leave it for 5 minutes, so there's 4.5 minutes left to go there. Literally just finished it. Also put a bit of foam in this joint where a lot of this wool had fallen out, and I will add some more as I go. Also just put some more down, hard to see, but down that joint. And yeah, we'll let that count down to 0. We'll get that one fitted up there. And I'm hoping that that pretty much will be my plasterboarding done. I do need to fit some plasterboard up here, so I need to figure out how I'm going to do that as well. And then the same on this side. But yeah, I might end up using a offcut of batten, screw it into that, and then put the plasterboard over the top of it. But I'll figure that bit out. But I want to get this one fitted so that I can then start to mark out for our sockets. While that's counting down, I'm going to have a bit of a tidy up. And that's that bit done. As you can see, it's perfectly in line with the rest of it. While I was waiting for the foam to go off, I used my multi-tool and trimmed that back. So as you can see now, that actually splits the line perfectly, or barely splits the line perfectly. This splits the line. This all splits the line. So all of that is perfectly level with each other. I'll keep an eye on this. What I've done is I've used my levels, same with the dot and dab, to make sure that it is flat across the whole wall and it doesn't kind of massive deviations between board to board. But yeah, I'll keep an eye on that for the next 5 to 10 minutes while the foam kind of grabs and holds it in place, and then we'll get on to measuring for some sockets. Right, so I've cleared up a lot of stuff, packed a lot of stuff away, put my Milwaukee stuff back together, and now what we're going to do is we're going to mark these 2 sockets tonight, because this one over here means I need to move that bed and stuff like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 500 mil across, and that's going to be where our bedside table is. So we'll do one with 250 centres. We'll then measure 5 foot across for the king size bed, another 500, split that one in the middle at 250, and then that will mean that these should be in roughly the right place. You're never going to get it absolutely perfect, but what I use to mark the back boxes is one of these little template jig things. It's got a level built into it, so it's pretty good. You've got the 1 gang and the 2 gang, or the single socket and the double socket, or a light switch. And that's literally what I'm going to do, and I'm going to mark that in permanent marker. I'm not going to cut them today because I'm going to use my multi-tool, and it's like the loudest tool on earth. So let's get these marked. And another little bit of progress. Oh, and take these blocks away from the bottom of these boards because they're not needed anymore. The adhesive's gone hard. Let's go. Right, so that is today done. what I decided to do is put the sockets at 300 millimeters off the ground, because we're going to make the skirting taller than what was there, which was 180 millimeters. As you can see here, used our template, marked them up so that they're both level. Interestingly, this part of the floor is about 7 millimeters higher than that part of the floor, using the laser. And then this one, perfect position. Hopefully using a multi-tool I'm not going to cause too much damage to that little piece there, but I can always reinforce that bit as we get to it. But yeah, really happy with today's work. That's all the major plasterboarding done. Literally once I cut out these two sockets, in my opinion, it is ready for a plasterer to come in and skim that. I did have the loft conversion people here today, and they have a plasterer that is on their books that they're going to get to come around and quote me for doing this room. So hopefully that means in the next few weeks we can actually get this room ticked off the list. And yeah. Oh, and I'm also going to, luckily because we've got the two fuse boards downstairs, I'm going to, and I've already got the feeds up here, the ring main feed and return for the sockets. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to wire this room in the new wiring, and then my father-in-law is going to connect it up to the fuse board downstairs. And then as we do a room, I'll just keep adding onto it. And for the short term, it will be inferior radial because it won't be connected to go back. But eventually it will come back. But I'll show you how I'm doing it as I get along. But thank you for watching. That's another day in the bag. Tuesday done. Feels like it's been a long day. But yeah, thank you for watching. See you soon.